Good evening. Good evening. You're welcome to our tutorials today in our 100 level class review for the first semester. Today we have five courses to look into. We have chemistry, we have Chem 111, we have Physics 111, we have Liz 101, we have Bit 151, and ICT 101. As usual, this is not a regular class. It's more like a discussion class, question and answer session, and time for clarification. On some certain things you do in class, you still have issues in understanding and assimilating. So we start with chemistry. From what I see here in what people are doing in class, we started from electronic configuration, and what is electronic configuration? What is electronic configuration?
It's arrangement of electrons.
Is what?
Arrangement of electrons in their orbitals linked around atomic energy.
Get to what?
The energy level.
Huh?
Atomic energy level.
The energy level. Okay. So the ground states start from where? Where is the ground state? Is it at the outermost shell or inside it? The first shell, down shell?
The first cell.
Okay. So from what we have here, I have electronic configuration is an arrangement of electrons in atomic orbit and in order of their energy level. In order of their what? Energy level. Okay. Now, in our tutorial class, we treat this thing when we get to the work of this person on the atomic structure, Rutherford and his boys. You find out that actually the nucleus and the protons are where? Are together at the center, right? Then why the electron is the one that revolves around the world, around the nucleus in a planetary pattern. So this, according to their work, the proton and neutron in the center, electron is one that revolves around the world, the nucleus. But it's not just anyhow around the nucleus. They are in planetary form, in different energy left different shells. Each shell represents what? Energy level. The first shell is lowest, followed by others to the outermost shell. So that's what an atom looks like. So if you go straight to the work of this people, you find out that shell is not just there. There are also different subshells, true of us. There are different subshells. If you come to K, shell K now, there's different subshells there. So you guys did about the subshells, right? What are the subshells?
Okay.
Subshells. S. SP what? Yeah, good. So what is an orbital? Because it's when you go to subshell now you start talking about orbitals. Okay, let's continue. So I asked a question. What is an orbital?
An orbital is the region or space where electrons are entered or arranged according to their
Okay. So do you think what is the relationship between subshells and orbital? What are the subshells? You mentioned what? S. Okay, good. So what's the relationship between subshells and orbitals? Let me explain. We have 4 quantum numbers, right? Principal quantum numbers. What again? Another one is what? Principal quantum numbers. Did we do it? Okay, you have not done it yet. Okay, principal quantum numbers, we have subsidiary or azimuthal quantum number. Then we have what? What else do you have? We have magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. Good. Now, if you want to describe an orbital, you need to have a basic understanding of this what? quantum what? Numbers. Now let's go. The principal quantum number is sent as what? Is that name assigned? The principal quantum number is name assigned. Is numbers assigned to the what? The different energy what? Levels. All those energy levels. Like K is 2. L is what? 3. M is what? 4. M is 4. N is what? 5. Am I communicating? Huh? Am I communicating? Am I communicating?
Yes.
Is what?
So the M is 4.
Yes. K L M
M
N O.
is 6 or 8.
Which one? Is M is what?
6.
K is 1. L is 2. M is 3. N is 4. O is 5.
Is it the number? Which number is that?
Principal quantum
The
number.
principal quantum. Okay. Yeah.
And if you want to know the mass of an electron, you know, we are trying to describe this how electron is distributed around the world, the nucleus. Now, this principal quantum numbers, if you want to have this with each of the shells has a particular number of what? Maximum electron they can do what? Hold, right? Maximum. And you use this assigned principal quantum numbers to be able to calculate it. The formula is n 2n what squared. 2n what squared. So that n represents the principal what? Quantum number. So that means for K shell now, K shell, the principal quantum number for K shell is what?
1. N is power 2.
1. So that means the maximum electron
It will carry 2.
is 2, right? Good. Now, that's why if you want to write the shell, the first one you write is 2. Are you there? Yeah. Now followed by the second shell, which is K, which is L. L has principal quantum number of what? 2. Okay? Now N has principal quantum number of what? 2. Now that 2, you want to get the maximum number of electron. N shell can contain. Simply do 2 times n raised to 2. Then for what is it called? For the for L has principal number of days what? 2. So maximum is what? This is 2. 3 is what? 2 is what? 4 times 2 is what? 18. That one is here. Then for L shell, ALM, here is 1, 2, 3. Principal number for M, its principal number is what? 3. The maximum number of electrons it can contain is what? 2. Good. 2 is what? 3 is what? Sorry, 3 is what? 2 is what? 9. 9 times 2 is what? That's why here is what? 2, 8, yeah, 18, and this is big. So this just describes, just look up. This principal quantum number is telling us, you know that if by the time we do, if you did Niels Bohr's model of an atom, he is the one that actually talks about this energy what level. But Rutherford only told us that the electron revolves around the nucleus. He didn't tell us how they are what revolved. But Niels Bohr, using his work with hydrogen, that's why they call hydrogen atom Niels Bohr's atom. Hydrogen atom is also known as what? Bohr's atom. He used that hydrogen atom after the experiment. He now told us that this energy is quantized. That orbit, that planet, that place where electron revolve is quantized. Electrons are not just scattered anyhow there. It's quantized. They are in different energy level. So at the end, this will lead to this what we have here. Now, this is for the what? Subshell. This is what? Shell, right? For the what? Shell. Now, further work that shows that this doesn't end its shell. There are sub-shells. There are what? Sub-shells. Now, just know that this whole thing here,
Okay.
how many orbitals are in P? Sub-shells.
Is 3.
Good. Now, D, what of D?
D is
5, right? Good. Now, don't worry. We'll stop here for chemistry. In our next class, we'll continue with chemistry. But we'll talk about the degenerate orbitals. You know what are degenerate orbitals? What are they? What is degenerate orbital? Oh yeah, Amalia. All right, I think we'll stop here. What other subject do we have? Next one is what? Next one is what? Physics, right? Please check. Okay, let's use the next 20 minutes to look at LIS. Just a kind of, we glance through it and we are good to go. Now, so let's look at use of library, LIS 101. Use of library, LIS what? 101. So what and what did you could do in LIS? As I can see here, we start from the what is library, definition of library, objectives of library, functions of what? Library. Now, what is a library? Library is what? For what? Library is what? According to what? American what? Library what? Association. Huh? Is this not in your notes? Or you didn't copy it? Open your notes. Open your notes. So library is what? According to what? American Library what? Association. Library is what? What is library?
collection of books and other
Other
materials kept for study and consultation.
Okay. Library is defined as what? Collection of books and what? Other literary materials kept for what? Reading, studying, consultation. Do you notice anything here in that definition? Really, it's trying to tell you also that what I think in the class the other day, that reading and studying are very sensitive. Two of us. Studying goes beyond what? Reading. Reading is just a part of what? Studying. The first step in studying is to do what? Read. Then try to make sense out of it. If you can ask questions, you ask questions. Most important thing is that you grab the points in the words what you are reading. There are people that will just read without understanding what's reading. You are not studying. There must be understanding and retention of what you actually read when you talk of what study. So library is not only book that you see in library. Hope you know.
Yes.
You see other what materials, other non-book what materials in library. So that's why they say that is a collection of books and other literary materials that are kept for what? Reading, studying, and what? Consultation. Okay, now, so we can the definition it doesn't really hold because of what? There are other things in the library of today. There are other things that can be kept here. A library that are not even what? Books. That are not what? Books. So what are the objectives of library? What are the objectives of what library? I don't think it's waiting or not young. You say what?
It encourages lifelong education through effective and efficient use of life.
It does what?
It encourages lifelong education through effective and efficient use of life.
What do you understand by this you read now? What do you understand by this thing you read now? Yeah, how are you? What do you understand by this thing you read now? You can see somebody I'm asking. I said, what do you understand by that thing you read now? All right, you don't understand. To encourage lifelong education through effective and efficient library use of library materials. Now listen, you know education doesn't end. Even after graduation here, you keep what? Studying. So that means it encourages you to do what? You know, as long as you live, to do what? Study and do what? And do what? Make efficient use of the what? Library. That's why library is not just limited to that one. This one you are seeing in this school. Okay? There are libraries outside, even in the state, even at the national level. So it's not only just the one you see in your school, because we know that education is what? Continuous thing. So far you are alive, you keep what? Studying. Am I communicating? Good. So the next one says, hope you understood. It to help in realization of the goals of the parent institution. Let me use here as an example now. When we say the parents institution, we mean the institution, be it school, be it government, be it anything, anybody that establishes a library. Maybe they want people. Let me use this school as an example now. Here, we want people to do what? Assess materials that will help you in your studies, in your research work, and other things. So, because we want you to have access to this material, there's something we want you to know about. You can get the book or the source, the material, and keep it in the library so you can access it. But if you truly assess these things, that means you have done what? Help us do what? Realize our what? Goals for establishing the what? Life. Okay? Good. Next one says,
to encourage adequate and proper use of information. To encourage adequate and proper use of material and proper organization.
To encourage adequate and proper use of what? Information materials through proper what? Organization of what? Library material. Of course, now, if the library is well organized, any information you are looking for can it easily be what? Sourced. True of us. Any information you are looking for can easily be what? source. This one doesn't need much explanation unless you want to talk more on that. See, what we are doing here is for you to, as I said, for those you that join us, what we are doing here is to you go through what you did in class, look at it, if possible read it from. If you watch, I try each time I try to go out talk. You see, when I try to move, the chemistry, I try to move and got hold of myself. I don't want to go and start talking too much based. I want to strictly focus on what you have here, so that if you, before you go and start looking for extra information, you should be able to digest the one you have done in what class. In case you don't understand, as if possible, we can read it like a novel. We'll read, I will explain with the way it's here. Even if it's one page we're able to read today, we'll go. Next week we'll continue from where we stop. Read, I will explain. You understand it. If you want us to check it up on WhatsApp, on Google it here, we Google and get information and grab it. That is the purpose of what we are doing. So another one, number 4, is that it does what? To supplement
programs of the parents' institution through the provision of relevant.
Okay, read. See, also this is also an avenue. Some of you copying us and doing class. Listen carefully. As somebody is reading this thing line by line, you looking at your own. Okay, you're looking at your own. If there's any error, in fact, I think it's better you hold your book, because you are looking lost here. Hold your book. So as one person is reading out, follow it step by step. Is reading out what is in her own work, in her own book. You compare with your own. If the grammar sentences are correct, if not correct, I'll correct, even though I didn't copy it. But once I got it, I'll correct it. Because in your exam, this is what he wanted to. He wanted to write it the way he did. At least, even if you want to write something else, you should be able to write what you are taught. Then you cannot add any extra information. Am I completing? So if there is something that is not in order, you read first one, you read second one, you do that way. As you read your own, as somebody is doing, you look at your own work and correct. After which I will explain. So now, which one are we? The fourth one, right?
Yes.
Read the fourth one. Yeah.
To supplement teaching and research program of the parents' institution through the provision of relevant information. Good.
The parents' institution, as I said before now, our school is a parents institution that established the library. Am I communicating? Me as a lecturer in this school, if we have a well-equipped library, I can easily go there, get information from textbooks, make up my notes, prepare my lecture notes or my lecture material. I will type and print and give people for lectures. Is the library not helping us the school to achieve that? You know that most of we that are into lecturing, some before in producing a particular lecture material, you can consult up to 3, 4, 5 different textbooks or even online materials. You will see that you may not be able to sit down and start buying all those textbooks. But if you have a good library that is equipped, you can still go there, get from this place, get from this place, and make a good lecture note that your students will enjoy. It's not true. Last day, how many are they?
5.
To help inculcate reading habits and ideas in both staff and students of the institution.
To do what? Inculcate. Is that what you wrote? Please, as reading, correct your own, please.
It helps because she's not feeling fine. I don't mind that. This one is not feeling fine.
Read your own.
To help aim to put in reading habits and ideas in both staffs and students of the institution.
Say it again.
To help in
To help what?
to help him to put in reading habits and
Okay.
ideas in both staffs and
Please
students.
cancel that. Just to help inculcate is okay. Okay? Reading habit. Yeah, if you have an effective library, on a more serious note, if you have a good library, you see that. Hope you are listening.
Yes.
You see that if you have a good library, you see that students want to go there to study. True of us. So, and there's what is called reading culture. Most of our students these days don't know what they don't have reading culture. The only time they know they study is during examination. That's so wrong. You start from the beginning of the semester, and if you have a good library, you see that after lectures you can easily go there, sit down there, and do what? Study. So it helps to do what? Inculcate this reading habit, reading culture in our not only students, even the staff too. Yes. Okay. So what is the next thing?
But we don't have books in the library.
Don't worry. It's not yet completed now. Is that door there? They are still working on that. The doors will fix. Librarian will sit down before books will enter there.
As I intentionally not buy so many books as I know the school we have like
Child.
just for me to go back.
Child,
and
it's
see
well.
everything
It's well. Okay, now next one is what?
like branches of life.
Is that what you have in your own sources? Sources they different word. Sources. Are you sure you are doing in the class? Are you sure? Okay, oh yeah. What are the functions? Number one.
Provision of library materials.
Provision of continue.
The library selects and acquires books and non-book material for the users.
So the title is what?
Provision of library.
Yes. Material, both the book and non-book, right? So library as a unit or as a department or as case may be in school or unit, librarian there or library officer will go select the needed textbooks, needed materials by the student depending on the type of library in question. You know, we have the different types of library. Depending on the library in question, select materials needed, acquire them, and store them and arrange them properly so that the student or the staff can do what? Have access to what? Those materials. Okay?
What are the non-books materials? It's not all this art stuff. Arts.
It's also a non-book material.
It's only arts.
Audiovisual like maybe lectures or textbooks, even some textbooks that are recorded in what is it called? In audio player. Are you aware? There are some book materials in audio form. Are you aware?
Okay.
You can play them and listen to them. Are you aware?
Let them in the library.
Huh?
It's inside the library.
Let's one Jigo on Wayfla. Did you see the book there?
Non-book materials. Just as I want to know that book's material because the only one I know is arts.
But I've told you another one now.
Organization
of materials. After selection and acquisition of library material, the library also processes organize this material through categories, classification, indexing, abstracting, and proper shelving.
Good. You know, they are different. We have if you go there in the library, big libraries, you see that these books are well arranged in a particular pattern. Either subject, sometimes is mainly on some are catalog. In catalog, you see this from this to this. You see this number. This is where you can find them. Am I communicating? This is the maybe if it is a general library, if you go there, you see different books for different discipline, well arranged in their particular corner. Now the books itself are arranged, they're cataloged or indexed. By index, you mean that maybe those that with A, B, C, probably the what is it called, initials or so something, and they are arranged like that, A, B, C, and you see the tag, you see it. Once you look at it, it will be easy for you to do what, locate that what particular one. Am I communicating? Then there's what is called abstract. Abstract in general, in research work or whatever, abstract is just a summary of what content of a work, not even up to one page. Summary of a content of a work. It may be in that form. There are some books you see like that are well shelved or stored in such manner that you can easily look at it and see what it contains. Okay, good. Any other one? Any proper what? Shelving. Okay. Of course, now the books are shelved. And on a more serious note, if you go to library, what you will see is that in this shelf, you cannot come here and see biology textbook in this shelf, and you go to that shelf, you see another what, biology what, textbook. It's not possible in library. All the things that are in biology may be in a shelf. If the shelf is not enough, they may add more shelves, but it will be the same what, location, the same point. You can see it what, scattered on different what, shelves. Am I communicating? So this is what part of what we mean by what, proper what, shelving. And also, of course, now in proper shelving, you will also be told that when you go to the library, after reading or studying with a particular material, you don't go back and shelve it yourself. You leave it where? You don't go back and shelve it yourself. You leave it where? On their desk. Is the library attendants or officers and the case may be are the one to do what? Shelve it, because you may carry it and go and put it where it doesn't belong. And any book that is not well shelved, if you don't keep it where it should be, you may start looking for it, and it may take you a very long time to identify that is where it should not what be. So let's take another one. Let's finish this function, then we go into another subject.
Access to materials.
Of course, this one is so simple now. Access to what? Material. Because the library will select what the staff, the school, or the school in general will select textbooks that will be of importance to the students and what have you. Now, if you select that text, read that again.
Access to materials.
Good. If you select that, procure them or acquire them and shelve them properly indexed, cataloged, everything intact, and is always open at the right time. Both the student and the staff or any individual, depending on the type of library, can have access to what? Information therein. True or false? Okay. Next one. Circulation of what? Materials. That one is sacrosanct now. Through library, materials are what? Circulated. Okay, let's assume now. If it were to be one library, the library is still, but it's at higher level now. It's for big libraries. The library can serve as a source to circulate material, maybe a textbook. If you write a textbook now, let's assume you have your own textbook. Apart from going to the market to supply to those that sell, if you go, there are some people that will come. At least I've seen some of them about 2 people have come in the past, 3 inside the school. They just came and after introducing themselves, they just chat, talk, and told you who they are, who they were, and drop their copies, each copy of their books, and told me, please keep this in your library. You know why he did that? If it's kept in our library, a student may come in, see textbook, maybe a student that want to do research or want to study may see the textbook and work with it, and the student, because the student cannot take it away, he will start looking for the author, how to do what? Purchase it. Am I communicating? Good. Next one.
Preservation of information. Preservation of information.
Yes, very important. Maybe, in fact, if you go to those days I used to watch, not those days, I still watch it now, Korean movies. Korean movies, they used to have, if you are a fan of Korean movies, you find out that in their royal palace, there's what is called all those epic ones, so not the epic Korean films. You see in the palace of their king or whatever, there's a what? A royal library. So that royal library contains information, very vital information, both the secret one of the what? Of the what? Of what? Of the what? The royal house. Now this information are stored about, in fact, not only the information about the country, the entire country will be saved there, and it can be retrieved for what? Research purposes of reference purposes. I don't know if I made this one clear. Next one. Huh? So in our next class we'll continue from where? In our next class we'll continue from where?
Distribution of material.
So if you are asked now what is library, you can talk about it. And if you ask what are objectives of library, you can talk about it. And functions of what library, you can, right? Good. The next subject I want us to look into is physics. Is physics? Huh? Let's look at physics. Let's look at physics. From what I'm seeing here, from what I can see here, you did thermal physics, right? Are you done with that?
It's introduction, that's fine. As in, let's say the course content.
Is that all you did?
No.
Okay. When you hear thermal physics, what comes to your mind? Huh? Is that what? I can't hear you. Heat, right?
Yeah.
Energy, heat. Energy, good. That's what comes to your mind when you hear what? Thermal what? Energy.
This is my studies. Can we have our lecture that
Where?
infection of that.
Okay, he said it from here. These are your work.
You just made the mention of that, so when you started here.
Okay. That way he started this semester. Okay, let's look at what? Reflection of light what? Waves. Light what? What is a wave? What is a wave?
It's disturbance that travels from one point to another.
You say what again?
It's a disturbance which travel from one region to another.
From one medium to what? Another.
Producing
So it's a disturbance which travel via a medium, transferring energy from one point to what?
another.
Without causing the what?
Any permanent
Is that what you have?
yes.
Are you sure?
That causes
Okay.
permanent effect.
A wave is a disturbance which travels via a medium, transferring energy from one point to what? Another, without causing any permanent displacement of the what?
Of the
Medium.
medium.
There are two things involved. It moves and transfers what? And what? Energy. So a wave is a disturbance that tends to do what? Pass through or travel through a what? A medium, transferring what? Energy from one point to another without causing any what? Issue with the what? To the what? Medium. Okay? Good. Just as if water is a medium now, you throw a stone inside water, you notice that there will be a wave, right? Wave. So now we are going to discuss what? That. So what's that? If have you ever thrown a stone? If you throw a stone in water, there are something will spread. If you watch it critically, it will be as if circular waves, that emanate from that point. The stone drop into the water. Have you seen this before?
Yes.
Good. Now, don't worry, we use that one as an example. That's what I want to discuss with what? Ripples from the water. Okay, now, so what is down the wave? What is wave motion?
Transfer of disturbance from one medium in form of kinetic energy from one medium to another without causing.
Without any transmission.
Please be careful so you don't give the definition of wave motion to that of what? Wave. Wave is just a disturbance that travels from where? That through a medium, and as it travels, it transfers energy from one point to what? Another without what? Causing any permanent displacement of the what? Medium. While a wave motion is the process of transferring the disturbance itself. Okay? In the wave motion, you transfer the disturbance itself. So now, what are the classification of waves?
Mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves.
Talk about them. Let me hear you.
Magnetic are those that require mechanical waves are those that require material medium for their transmission, while electromagnetic waves are the ones that don't require material medium for their propagations.
Say it again.
Electromagnetic wave is a type of wave that
Does not require material medium for their propagation, while mechanical waves require material medium for their propagation.
Okay. So mechanical waves do not require what? Material what? Medium. Is that from mechanical waves?
It's required.
Huh?
Mechanical
Is the one that requires.
While electromagnetic is one that does not require.
Check your work well. Check your work well.
Electromagnetic require one
Electromagnetic does not require. Example is light.
But what did you tell me now? You could tell me something now. No, say it again. I just say it again. You said that the wave does not require.
Yeah?
Electromagnetic wave
Mechanical
no
requires
material medium.
Example, sound wave.
and
Any other
water
wave.
wave.
And then wave at the rope of
Electromagnetic.
a string.
X-ray is for electromagnetic.
So does electromagnetic wave require?
No, it does not require.
So it can pass
Yes,
whether
exactly.
there is.
Yes.
Light wave, sound wave,
Okay.
S
Okay.
wave.
Radio wave.
Yeah.
These are what? Electromagnetic what? Wave. So the point there is that they are classified based on their what? Whether they need whether they require material medium for their propagation or what or not. Now, but apart from this classification, there are also what we call types of what? Waves. Because do you know why we have these types of waves? Because even mechanical, there are some mechanical waves can be a mechanical wave. Let me ask you a question. Is it possible for a mechanical wave to be what is it called?
Longitudinal wave.
Longitudinal, yes.
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 Yeah?
Yes.
So can it also be transverse?
Is there no other transverse?
Mechanical wave?
No. I've not seen no other transverse.
We don't want. Then let's go to now the types of the what? Waves. What are the types mainly?
Longitudinal wave.
Transverse and what?
Longitudinal wave.
Longitudinal waves. Transverse and what? Longitudinal waves. Now, what are transverse waves?
The ones that moves in the direction parallel to the
Transverse.
okay. Transverse moves perpendicular
To the
direction of the vibration producing the medium of the waves.
Example.
Transverse have example. One that
Example.
moves perpendicular.
Look it up. No. It's an example of transverse wave. And write it in your note now. Look it up. Examples of transverse wave. This is how to study. Fast. So between transverse wave, okay, don't worry, we also describe electromagnetic. Okay. No, let me ask this question. Sound wave, water wave. Water wave, is it mechanical or
Sound wave.
water?
Water
Is it mechanical or
is mechanical.
is mechanical? Good. Now let me ask a question. As a mechanical wave, is it transverse or longitudinal?
is transverse.
Why? Why?
Transverse perpendicular.
If you drop a stone now, see, watch out. This is my hand. I drop a stone on this water. Once it drops, the wave will start moving like this. So this is perpendicular, okay?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
But it's transverse, right?
Yes, transverse.
You got it.
Okay. So that which one are you looking for?
Go and drop it.
Okay. So that's what is it called? The types of what? Waves. Okay. Good. What of longitude?
Vibration of sounds.
Huh?
Ripples on the surface of the water.
What type of wave is that?
Transverse.
It's transverse. Of course, you know why it's transverse now, right? These are things you should use to make up your notes.
But they say that, I think you say that water wave is the example of mechanical wave.
So, what they say?
They say the electromagnetic wave, e.g. light
That means
wave,
it's not the
microwave and radio wave is also example of transverse wave.
You are not saying now, but we are talking about water as what?
The ripples on the surface of that bulbs. You know, that's the ripples.
No, ripples.
Differs from.
If you drop, if this is, let me do something about it. If this is surface of water, okay? Look up, if this is surface, if we know that the water is like this, you can drop something like this, okay? Let's assume that this surface here is facing you. Now, if the stone drop perpendicularly like this, you watch that, immediately you drop it, you see something that spread out from the where you drop out the stone. True of us? That's what you're talking about. Okay. Which other?
Vibration in a ginger spring.
Huh?
Vibration in a ginger spring. Yes, the example.
This them. I know talk of
View.
it's finished. Only two.
At least put that one down. It's still something.
Vibration in a Giothan spring. Electromagnetic wave.
So, what I want us to do is this. Are you together?
Yes.
Good. Remember we are discussing what? Reflection of what? Waves, right?
Yes.
So let's now look at light. Light waves. So what is source of light?
Solar, electric,
Solar what?
electric, rechargeable torch, bulb.
Stars.
Source of light. You know that this source of light,
Natural and artificial.
natural what? Good. The broad distance. Okay? Now, so the natural one is what?
Natural one is sun, star, moon.
Is moon light source of light?
No.
Moon only brings out what the sun hits on it. True of us. So if moon don't want it, if moon is not, you can say that it's not luminous. And so under this thing we have luminous. Good.
Fire is the natural source of light.
Huh?
Fireflies.
Firefly, yeah, good.
Can ordinary fire do? Yes, it's not. It's not. But I thought we have volcanic eruption. Just fire. Not natural.
Sure. Eh?
I said that the volcanic eruption, the fire there is not natural one.
Okay. So we have the luminous one and the what? Non-luminous. Luminous one and the what? Non-luminous. So if you say that a body is a luminous what? Has a luminous source of light, what it means is that it generates the light by what? Himself. It doesn't require any artificial source of or any other form, any source of light. Watch out now. Look at this place now. Naturally, this board is not what? Luminous, right? But now it has the light here, but this bulb is hitting it and come towards us to our eye as what? Small light in the what? As what? Huh? As what? I said this small light now. If you put all this light now, you will see anything on this board. So this board is a non-luminous object. True or false? Now, but if you put on this light now, the rays from this will hit it and come back to you. Your brain will interpret it as light. You think that this is what is giving you this light because you are seeing this small light now, sort of light on this board now, but it's just a reflection. So it sent us what a luminous object passes to it. This bulb is luminous. This bulb is not luminous. But if you're not careful, you think it's this bulb that is bringing this. But once you put on this light now, the whole place will become what? Dark. True of course. So that's what we mean by trying to distinguish between what? Luminous and what? Non-luminous what? Object. Okay? That's what we're trying to do here. Now, you are giving examples of this what? Luminous what? Object. Now, let's go to what? Non-luminous what? Object. Non-luminous what? Object. Now, the non-luminous one, they don't do what? They only reflect. That's the word. They only reflect sources. Are you with us? They don't generate their light. They only reflect the light from the what? From where? From luminous what? Object. So that's why you say here that moon is not a what? No, moon is not luminous. You say non what? Luminous. Okay, that's all for now when it comes to what. Another one is with time we'll look into it. That's for now when we talk of what? Luminous and non-luminous what? Source of light. Okay? Now, so if you are asked now whether moon is luminous, you can, or whether it's luminous or non-luminous, what's the answer? Non-luminous. Good, thank you. So, light wave, of course, we have already established that light wave is an electromagnetic what? Wave. True of us. So it can whether there is medium or not, it can still go its way. If there is medium, it can pass. If there's no medium, there's no problem. You can still do what? Go to where you want to do what? Stay. True of us. So now there's something I want to talk about this transmission of light. There's something I want to talk about in this transmission of light. It's very important you listen. Transmission of light. This is an object, and the light rays is hitting on this board or anybody. Two things will happen. The body will either reflect the light and or allow some percentage of the light to pass through it. Okay?
Yes.
Good. Now, if the object doesn't allow light to pass what? Through it, they are said to be what? Opaque what? Objects. Those that don't allow light to pass at all, they are known as what? Opaque what? Objects. But there are also objects. There are also objects that allow small percentage of what? Of the what? Of what? Good. Now, those ones that allow small percentage of what? Light to pass through, are called what? Translucent what? Good. Good. Why the last one, which is the one that allow light to do what? Pass through it, to the extent that you can see, you can use them to see what is behind what? Them. So this group are known as what? Transparent what? Objects. Does it make sense? They are known as what? Transparent what? Objects. In our next class, we continue. We will not go deep. We will not go deep to the rays of light and beams of what? Light. What is the difference between two of them? We'll discuss it in our next class. We'll discuss it in what? In our next class. After that now, we move on and see how far we can go. So, the next subject we have is what? BDT. Good. BDT. Now listen carefully. Hope you follow you.
Yes.
So what did you do in your BDT? Were you sent any material? Huh? Huh?
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is BDT means basic dispensing what? Theory. But the course, this particular BDT 151, this thing is the title of this course as 151 is Introduction to what? Laboratory what? Techniques. In this course, we are going to look at, so this course we are going to treat things that has to do with laboratory, okay? Laboratory equipments and what. Then the code of conduct in what? Practical what? Class. Three of us in practical what? Class. So this is what we expected to do, and many more. Now, what is dispensing? What is dispensing?
The process of preparing and giving medicine to a patient according to the
It's what?
process of preparing and giving medicine to a patient. It involves correct interpretation of prescribed accurate preparation.
When you dispensing drugs as a pharmacy, and maybe doctors who will get to you and maybe look down into it and find out that the doctor maybe this drug now is not what it's meant to be, something like that. Then person must see the doctor. They must share and rub their minds together before this person can.
Of course now. Of course. Did I mention it here? If you could not interpret what you wrote, there's an issue there. You go back to the what? Doctor and iron things out. These are how you pharmacy protect patients. Protect who? Patients. Two of us. Because the doctor may have something in mind and write another thing. But you as a professional, because the interest of your student is not student, the interest of the what? Patient. Hear it at what? Heart. You look at it again and be sure that there's no what? Error. If there is, you sort it out with the what? doctor, and save your what? Patient. Have I answered your question?
Yes.
I asked the question, where and where does dispensing take place?
Community, health center.
Where and where? Anyway, the watchword is that dispensing can take place mainly where? Hospital pharmacy, community what? Pharmacy, etc. Hospital pharmacy, community pharmacy, provided they are duly what? Approved by the what? PCN. What's the full meaning of PCN? So provided that this has been what? No, don't worry. By the time we will leave here when we finish all this before we leave. It's a must. So I'm battling with sleep, but we will not give up. We'll keep pushing.
Yes.
Is it what?
It's your course.
How do you know it's my course?
I know it's your course. It is your dealing with.
You heard what? You're not serious. Now, prescription. What is okay? Another thing I want you to know is this. Please, PCM. By the time you come up, you understand that PCM was approved any place as far as Nigeria is concerned. PCN must approve any place drug is entering in name of where you dispense it. PCN, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, must approve that. Because drug is a very important word. A very important word. It can make or mar, depending on how you handle it. So it's not any place, anyhow you anywhere you go, you carry out dispensing, you compound. No, if PCM must monitor the place, must be able to do what? Must approve the place as a place that how you shelf, dispense, formulate, or do whatever you are doing with what? Drugs. Very important. So, what is a prescription?
Prescription is an order written by a dentist.
It's what?
Is an order written by a dentist, doctor, physician, veterinarian, surgeon, a pharmacist, to compound and dispense medicine for a particular patient.
Ask.
See, there's this thing now. Pharmacy technician and pharmacist. Quite right, our PCP lecturer say that all those things that they are doing something, but you know, as the name implies, what is, because pharmacy technician, I think maybe they have some limits towards some, as in they don't have that full right like that of a pharmacy as being implied. So my question is, what is the difference between them? What about the similarity? Yes, the pharmacy wash over the pharmacy technicians as supervise everything the technician is doing. So what is the difference? I want to just hit the difference.
Okay. Let me tell you this story now. If I tell you this story, if I give you this an analogy, I believe it will help you. Now look at this thing. This our school. This is our school, right? Good. So take this our school to be what? Pharmacy as a profession. Okay? Take this our school to be pharmacy as a profession. In this our school, pharmacy and from the principal is there, two of us, dean of studies is there, other staff, the cleaners, orderlies, the cleaners are there, hostel mama is there, and Shebi hostel mama I'll be entering the principal office, maybe to go and see him or what, and come out, right? Good. Let's keep that one. Let's go to pharmacy as a profession. Under pharmacy, you have different cadres, different cadres under what? Pharmacy. Yeah, levels. I mean levels under what? Pharmacy. Different. We have pharmacy technician, pharmacist is there. Follow the highest of them is what? Pharmacist. Followed by what? Pharmacy technician. Pharmacy what? Assistant. Am I communicating?
That one is a course on this one.
No, those ones they do preliminary training and maybe they learn that one maybe by where they work. But once they were PC and go and gather them and give them one or two training or one or two what training. Okay. Good. Please put your torchlight. We must finish this before we go today. God bless you. You are prepared. I like that. So, now, can I ask a question? Here in the pharmacy, here in this school, the orderly has her what? Job. Two of us. The pharmacist has his what? Job. Me, the nursery also has his or her own what? Job. Two of us. And the cleaner because she normally enters principal office. She because of that go to principal office and sit down in his chair on a Tuesday morning and sit down on his chair on a Tuesday morning where the principal should be sitting down and attending to what? People. We should now go and start assume the work of what? The principal because he's working in this school. Are you there? He cannot. The same way, pharmacists and if the orderly want to be principal tomorrow of our school, another school, he should first of all go and make his or her work. Two of us. Then let's do chemistry, physics, math, yes, before he now enter pharmacy school and write jam and enter pharmacy school and graduate as a pharmacist. Two of us. So coming down to pharmacy, you have pharmacists playing their own role. Pharmacy technician playing their own role. But all of them are under this direct supervision of a pharmacist. Now, by virtue of being a pharmacy technician, you should know, and we all know, that by virtue of being a pharmacy technician, yes, you work, but you work under the supervision of a pharmacist. Your job there is to assist what? What it means is that whatever the pharmacist is doing, on a normal, you will know. Two of us. Then you are there to help to do what? You are there as a pharmacy technician to work with the pharmacist to achieve the purpose of the institution you see yourself, or what you want to achieve with respect to patient drug care. Now, medication, call it patient pharmaceutical care, but if you say pharmaceutical care is far above pharmacy technician, you can simply say patient medication needs. Okay, medication what need is better. Now look at this whole thing. Now you are here 3 years, you spent 3 years here, 2 of us. Then the pharmacist 6 years in the university, 2 of us. For those that are doing doctor of pharmacy, 6 years in the university, and you 3 years here. And if he comes here, you work under him, even if you graduated before a long time ago, you work under him, because there are some things, that 3 years extra he stayed in the school, there are some things you are not exposed, and it's not in anybody's place to come and start saying because all of you are now working under the same pharmacy profession. And it doesn't matter even if you stay 3 years in university. It's not true. There are a lot of things, even what the courses you are doing now. There are a lot of things you will not even learn here. But they sit down in university, learn it as normal thing they should learn. You can't compare the two of them. Am I competing? Then if somebody want to now get to that level, the best thing is to do what? Go and write jam. It's not true. I enter university and study your own. And study and come out. Then you can now say, okay, I cannot compare. Whatever you do, I can do what? Do. Am I communicating? Mm-hmm. So the point there is that they are not of the same level. That is summary. Yes.
But a pharmacy technician can open a chemist.
Of course. With your license alone, you can open a chemist. You know that chemist, the official name is patent medicine shop. Okay, that's what they call it. But their full name is patent and proprietary medicine vendors. Patent and proprietary medicine vendors. That is the official name we give to them, but we call it patent medicine store. And that's what they also write. Now, you can open one and run it. And to say with you, if you are done here and you have your license and you have money, you open your own. Says who? Is pharmacy you cannot. Pharmacy. You cannot open a pharmacy. You don't have what it takes. You don't have a license. Your license doesn't cover that one. 2 of us? Good. Because it's not all the drugs. By right, those that tell us the truth will tell you that not all drugs that a patent medicine wants. Yes. Even you as a pharmacy technician, you can die. It's not all drug. All you know is that you probably hear about the drug, but you don't know much because your training didn't allow that. Am I communicating? Yes. Good. Your training did not what? Allow what? That so you can actually open a patent what? Medicine what? Shop if you have the money. Let me tell you the truth. If you open it, the way you will be working there, you will people like, is this lady a pharmacist?
Yes.
Because you different from others that just went to one Mr. Okay and learn how to drug them and how to dispense drug, and they come here and be calling themselves doctors. Are you with me? So if you feel like the way because you will know what you should dispense and what you should not what dispense, because you took a note during your induction. You don't see drug as a commodity. Most of us see drug as what? Commodity. Anyhow we do it, no problem. But in real sense, drug is not just a commodity. So it needs to be properly what? Handled. And we need trained health professional, pharmacy technician to help in do what? Achieving this. And now, I don't know if I answer your question. If you allow me, I'll talk, Have I answered your question?
Yes.
You. Who has question? Is it you? Where do you want? Okay. What is a prescription?
Is an order written by a dentist, doctor, physician, ventilator, surgery to a pharmacy to compound and dispense medicine for a particular patient.
Good. It says what? Continue.
Is an order written by a dentist, doctor, physician, ventilator, surgery to a pharmacy to compound and dispense medicine for a particular patient.
So the doctor has seen the patient, right?
Yes.
Clear the patient, send the patient to the lab, results came out. Doctor, now having seen the result, both the ones he saw with his eyes, he felt with his touch on the patient, and the lab results they will come in with. He will bring everything together and from there know the type of drug to do what? Prescribe for what? The patient. He will now do what? Prescribe, put it in what? Write it as a prescription and send it out. Send it out, it will get to the what? The pharmacist. That will now look at it, interpret it well, and now do what? Dispense to what? The patient. So, a good prescription of or sorry, I mean a good prescription is a prescription that is well written is pivotal to proper what? Dispensing. Error. Start. No, sorry. I am blowing grammar. When I say pivotal, I mean it's very important. If there's an error in it, then there will be error in what? The what? Dispensing. Am I communicating?
The pivotal means very important.
Well, yes, as in very important. Okay.
Pivotal, P-I-V-O, right?
B-O-T-A-L. What is it? Two of us have a fighting sleep here since.
Sir, the best thing is just
Yeah?
down.
Say what? Don't worry, we have just a few minutes to go.
Just ICT.
Yes, we are done. You may look as if nothing entered. See,
Now.
this thing we are just chatting and discussing here. Don't worry. If you're able to finish this by the time you what time is it?
This is what, sir, she doesn't sleep in her bed. Every time we are fighting of
All right, now,
ICT, right?
let's look at. I think we've, even though I slept almost half of the time. Only God knows how this recorded lecture will be. But I'll post it like that. I don't care. Now, next thing is this. Let's just go through this ICT. Let's just go through this ICT, okay? Let's just go through this ICT and see what you can make out of it. Introduction to what? Computer. Please, you should not ignore this course. Some of you may think, it's not computer training. It's not the same thing with that computer training you went to.
Very important.
So don't just do it anyhow. Let me not do it anyhow. No. Now, what is a computer?
An electronic machine works under internal storage which accepts, processes, and brings out information.
as a result.
Again.
An electronic device that works under internal storage which accepts, processes, and brings out information. Data. Information.
Is it the sentence?
Yes.
Say it again. I don't say it again.
Computer is an electronic device which operates under internal storage and accepts data, processes data, and brings out the results and information.
Okay. Then what are the how many generations of computer do we have?
5.
Name them.
First generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation.
What is another name? What is the
First,
can you throw a smaller a bit? Can you throw just say one or two things there?
third generation, they use transistors, right? Then they have
They have large capacity.
You say what? What is it now?
It's not correct.
or vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes. Transistors for third generation. Sorry. Vacuum tubes. Then they have big, large storage capacity. They generate a lot of heat. Then they make use of EPO energy. That is as acquiring
Example. Example.
Is there example of third generation?
See,
Yes,
I'm listening now.
Make the example of where it's
I'm listening.
example of it's not IBM. I don't think so. IBM says those examples are actually confusing.
Okay. Well, what is the year range?
The year
For
1940, 46 to 19.
40 what? Success go there. Also, 19 what?
To 1950, what?
51.
1940 to 1956. 1940 to 1956. Now, what?
1942 to 1956.
40 to 1956.
Okay,
1940 to 19 what? 56. Then what is the? What do you? Can you give me about 3 features, or 4 of this? They have what?
They generate a lot of heat. They have large internal storage capacity.
They have large.
Then their capacity, they are large in size.
No. Check well. I don't agree with you. Check well. Let's go through it again. It says they have limited internal storage capacity.
Okay, the large I'm referring to now is the size. They have limited.
They are big for nothing.
Yeah, just
But internal. There's something I saw. There's one picture I saw in IBM. One picture. If you see the size, someone commented that this big size of a thing, what they have just compressed in this small thing we are holding now.
the IBM series.
So they have limited what?
Capacity.
Continue.
Storage capacity. They generate a lot of heat. They use this assembly language, programming language, English programming language.
No.
Then you know that it's the second generation that is
They use. I'm listening. They use symbolic language. Symbolic.
okay, symbolic language. I thought it's English language, programming language.
Symbolic.
That's some innovation or something like that.
Not on this one.
No, it comes second generation.
Huh? Second generation. Second generation uses use the what is it called? Use the not English. They use the they not English. Go.
Is it assembly?
I think so. Let me see go.
I'm going there.
Wait for them now.
Go.
You want to go alone? Okay. Okay, so
Which one
so it's not English. I won't accept English.
okay, you say it's symbolic language.
Check your notes.
They are slow in operation.
First generation. Okay.
They are slow in operation.
What else?
They use it binary form of 0 and 1. Use binary form of 0 and 1.
Okay.
That is symbolic language.
Is that all you know? Are they the first commercial computer?
First commercial computer.
They are.
What do you mean by commercial?
As a computer used in business, commercial is something business now.
You know, you do as
It is the first generation, yes.
Okay. What of the second generation? When did you?
1956 to 1962.
19 what?
56 to 1960.
What are you looking at?
I can't even see that, so I don't see that.
1956 to 1960 what? 3.
53, only one.
So tell what do you know about it? What happens?
They use transistors. They use transistors. Then they have internal storage capacity higher than the third generation.
Good. Very important.
They are small in size.
Yes.
They use this assembly language, programming language. They are more reliable than first generation computer and more efficient, like effective than the first. Like they are preferable to the first generation computer. They don't generate heat like the first generation computer. Do I have anyone in my head again?
They don't do what?
Just like they don't generate a lot of heat like the first.
So in place of vacuum tube, what do they have?
In place of these transistors.
Okay. Transistors, right?
Yes. Which one is it? Something.
Examples.
IBM series. The examples are confusing. I'll work on that example.
Is it what?
I said that all those examples are confusing.
We have IBM up to 3 IBMs.
IBM 23, IBM
401, IBM 401, IBM 1401, IBM 7000, 7000. Okay? And other examples. What do you have to say about the type of language used here?
Is it the assembly language?
Is it? It's what?
The assembly language.
She has entered our club. It's where we'll soon go. So we have 8 minutes more to go. We have 8 minutes more to go. Please, I want you guys to really, hello, listen up. I want you guys to really digest these topics very well. I think we have tried for this. Don't you think so?
Yes,
We have tried
From 11:30
today.
to 1:50 a.m. How many hours? 1 hour, 2 hours. Almost going to 2 hours. 30. Let me take it 2 hours, 30 minutes. It's not even enough to study ETP. You just can't. But you know what we pass through now. That ETP stuff.
okay.
Do you understand? It's rare, sir. It's rare.
So,
Study is no easy. Study do consume time. To just study one
It's
thing.
not even ETP. Imagine you consume that time. Now imagine PTP. How it will go.
that's why.
We brought out
See,
a book and we are writing it down.
Nya ka ọ na ekide examination ma na-ebudo akwụkwọ ka o mepee nje play. You're not
So we are like, Jesus, that day.
which day?
that day finish that on Thursday na we went to read for that this thing. See, it was not even enough. I was
You for where?
We are
we do
doing
study
class.
now.
We are doing study. So we are now saying that to study 2 pages, do consume
Okay,
hours.
on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
Topic, just one topic.
Okay,
Definition of it.
wait. See you. Okay, you are not aware.
Eh?
We are not
We
aware.
are not aware. We are like, and that was like, champ. We know ourselves. How many pages?
No, if it is secondary school, because now school, I may got that we can study from morning to night. It's not a problem. But that's why it is higher institution. That one is easy to assimilate fast. But this one,
See. I want to tell you something. Before you go, just listen. We have just 5 minutes. Just listen before you go, please. Whenever I come to your class, I used to tell you, I'll be like, this is making noise. What are they? What are their plans?
It's normal. When that time they come in, I already stayed in this kind of environment before. That time where everybody came in, the zeal was here. Jack. I was sitting in my room there, we are jacking. Now, the zeal already gone, nobody studying again. So everybody was like,
tomorrow is that's what I remember my TPT.
I was going to now remember. Just like ending of next month now, to now fizzle out.
Yes.
But people are already, zeal already gone. For real.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I told them then, don't just jump into something. I was like, then they were going to 9th class. I was like, and that was.
It's not even matter of
You
going
don't
to
read,
night.
read,
So
just
go and start discussing.
Normally, they were making it to that next thing now, let them.
Hey, Jesus, ordinary ETP, this thing that I used to say as government, that is what I cannot even assimilate from it.
That was like,
at
that
time, 11:30. After it, 11:30. I want
And
to
that's
do
a very bad one.
I'm
Thing to happen there. I told them, no, let's happen. ETP.
You're not getting, just open one, not only ETP, all subjects.
Anyway, anyhow, no matter what it is, don't give up. Keep studying.
We are not giving up.
Take. And
I collect this thing, mommy.
All right. Good night. Take this. It's complete, right?
And I trust in you people now.
I'm not trusting anybody.
I trust their staff.
I don't trust.
They
I'm
will
not.
not allow any shit.
You didn't see anybody.
Okay, good night.